Something to do with gunplay on Rust console has ended up on the PTB, and this is most likely something you want to hear more of or you haven't heard whatsoever. Definitely not been covered within the Rust console Twitter or Instagram, most likely probably covered in the Discord. Nothing to my knowledge apart from you guys telling me to do a video on this has come through. So today over on the PTB you will get a what's new kind of catalogue of changes and updates coming towards the game, and two that we're going to specifically be homing in on is these two right here. So we're going to quickly have a run through of what's gone on, what's changed, because this is kind of important for a number of reasons, and I'll be keen to see what you guys think in the comment section below. So looking at the first one, hollow sight attachment will now cause the gun crosshair to bloom correctly when players are running or moving. Now, a lot of you may be thinking to yourself, well, what is bloom? And a lot of people have also spoken about aim cone, so I'm going to be covering both of those in today's video. In essence, bloom and aim cone are mechanics that affect weapon accuracy. So bloom in Rust specifically, and FPS games in general, bloom refers to the random spread of bullets when firing, especially while moving or firing rapidly. And instead of shots going exactly where your crosshair is pointing, they land somewhere within a widened area. This is called the bloom. You will specifically see this when you are hip firing on the game. And in Rust, bloom increases when you move or spray automatic weapons without controlling recoil. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on a video about bloom, watch Fallout Plays' video on FPS games, What is Bloom? Really insightful video. I'll post a quick clip here of him talking about bloom so you get a better example of what it actually is.
What is bloom? You can think of bloom as a self-imposed punish mechanic for firing your weapon too quickly. To really understand how it works, take a look at this. Like most other FPS games out there, weapons in Destiny 2 come with a reticle located in the center of your HUD. Your reticle shows you the cone of fire of your weapon. What that means is that when you pull the trigger, the bullet you fire is going to land somewhere within the cone of fire. It might not always be at the dead center, but the shot will be within the cone of fire.
Let's talk about aim cone now. So aim cone is the technical term for Rust's version of bloom. It determines the randomness of bullet spread when you fire a weapon. The game picks a random point within a cone extending from your weapon, and that's where the bullet lands. So higher aim cone values mean more inaccuracy, while lower values mean more precision. So a quick example, if you are hip firing someone across the map whilst moving, when your crosshair enlarges, your bullets can in essence basically go anywhere within that quote-unquote aim cone. So how they affect gameplay. So weapons with high bloom or aim cone are harder to use at long distances. So you're going to be looking at your AKs, your M2s, etc. And crouching, standing still, and using certain attachments such as a laser sight can reduce aim cone and improve accuracy. So they're kind of homing in on using attachments for weapons to have better accuracy. So some weapons like the SMGs or shotguns have high aim cone due to their power in close quarter combat. Now moving on to the second point, I'll be going over a summary of these 2 points and the pros and cons I guess that it has for this game. Removed aim assist from the option menu. This will not have any impact on gameplay as aim assist has never been active. So yeah, aim assist has been in the menu since the dawn of time with this game. It still is on the main branch, but the PTB is now removed. And yeah, it was never ever activated, which I don't know if something you guys want to see in the future or not. Should aim assist really be in the game? Should you be allowed it? So let's talk about bloom and the aim cone in Rust console. Now basically it's making it harder for gunplay and to have an accurate fire rate, especially close quarters with specific weapons. Now will this make cheaters more obvious now that it's harder to use guns within this game than it was before? I'm not too sure because of how many people actually cheat that are still not banned, and even that is obvious. However, I'll be inclined to see how this affects cheating in this game. You're effectively making the gunplay harder, so legit players are going to be more at a disadvantage. So if you're implementing more things to make gunplay hard, you should also be implementing more stuff from your development team that will suss out these cheaters, because if you're making it harder to use guns as a legit player, you're making it more easy for the cheaters to cheat basically, and for legit players to either cry about it or join them. It'll be really nice to see obviously a skill gap that will come from this, but I'm still very wary of the fact that legit players are at more of a disadvantage than they were before this, and I hope them putting these things in with the guns in effect makes them look at specifically the cheating problem in this game, making it easier to suss out who is on what device. Because if you're going to be having this aim cone and this new bloom, I'd really like to see a legit perspective of this versus a cheater's perspective, because a Zen is going to be so easy to see now. But that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about more of them actually banning these people that are so blatantly cheating now with this new update that will come to the main branch. So yeah, there's quite a few other updates that I'll put a video in the background, probably the start of the video and back on this point here. There's kind of a few things that will come at the end of February. As of today, still no word of when this roadmap is going to be coming. I've had no word from any developer. There's no one from Double 11 that's really communicating with any content creator for that matter. I don't know if, you know, they may have signed something or they're just not doing it as a team. I do not know. All of us are left in the dark. However, I'm guessing when we get this roadmap, it will be the 27th of February, which is in 2 weeks' time. I hope we get it next week, but if we don't, then it's definitely the 27th and it'll be just part of a dev blog, and we'll see what they've cooked up and if it was worth the wait. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you know now more about Bloom in Rust, and hopefully this will give you the edge to kind of practice on the PTB so you're not fully surprised when it comes to the main branch. If you guys didn't like this video, be sure to leave a like. If you disliked it, be sure to leave a dislike. Subscribe if you are new around here. And as always, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.